well, on the right it should be, and Webber on your left. And we're just waiting for the lights to come out. Go out. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and for the final time in Season 1, it's lights out, and away we go here in Suzuka. And who's got a good start? Let's see. It looks like Alonso's gone away from Webber. A fantastic start from Alonso, and Furline's got a fantastic start. He's up into 2nd place. Furline moves up into 2nd place. A good start also from Sebastian Vettel. He's moved up to 4th. Valtteri Bottas is down to 5th, and a terrible start from Giovinazzi. Perez trying to have a look at him for 6th position, and I think everybody's got through the first couple of corners safely. No contact whatsoever. Alonso leads with Verlaine 2nd. Verlaine's actually keeping up with him at the moment. Verlaine and these two are actually going to be teammates next season. Will Verlaine give him a run for his money on the last race of the season? Alonso leads. Verlaine 2nd with Webber 3rd. Vettel 4th, trying to hold off Bottas in 5th position. Giovinazzi 6th with Perez 7th, and I believe it is, I believe it may be Hulkenberg in 8th. We'll have to wait and see in a little bit. I think it's Hulkenberg that's running out the top 8 as he now head for the hairpin. And as you can see, Verlaine looks like he's dropping back just a little bit from the newly crowned champion. And Webber trying his best to get onto the back of him in his last race to Thomas Cook. Vettel trying to do a fantastic job to try and defend from Valtteri Bottas as they head for the spoon curve. And now I'll head for the second part of that corner. And now down the hill they go then. As they head down the support pit straight. As now Bottas down the inside. Can he get Vettel into the 130R? It is possible, I think, on this game, but not quite. Vettel hanging it around the outside. So good defending from Vettel there, and Bottas has dropped back just a little bit. He might have fallen into the clutches of Giovinazzi. Hulkenberg's up to 7th. It looks like Perez trying to get back past him for 7th, and he has done. In fact, Ocon wants to try and take advantage of that. Hulkenberg got boxed in a little bit, and Ocon's now in the points. Alonso set a new fastest lap of the race, so he's getting away from Verlaine, who's currently in 2nd. Verlaine's being caught up at the moment by Mark Webber right now, as Vettel looks to look a little lonely in 4th position right now, and he looks like he's bringing along Bottas and Giovinazzi into this fight as well, as Ocon's on the back of Perez in the background. We're on lap 2 of 51, and at the top 8 right now, as it looks like everything's settled, Alonso leads, Verlaine 2nd side, Webber 3rd, with Vettel 4th, Bottas 5th, Giovinazzi in 6th, with Perez 7th, and Ocon rounding out the top 8 in the moment. It looks like it'll be a big train forming up for the battle for 7th right now, as Alonso just streaks away from Pascal right now into the distance. He wants to get one more win before he says, and Raikkonen's already out. Kimi Raikkonen in his last race in the top class is out of the race. What has happened to Kimi? And there he is, and he looks like he's beached it. What happened? Did he get taken out or what? Let's see if we're able to catch it. No, we can't see. It just looks like he's just beached it. He might have been taken out by someone. I don't know who, because we don't know what position he was in. But Raikkonen in his last race for the top class is out. He'll be in GP3 next season with the Cold North Racing team. And, well, that's not the way he wanted to end his final race now, is it? Meanwhile, Bottas on the back of Vettel yet again. The battle for 4th. Giovinazzi trying his best to claw onto the back of this battle as well. And, as they now head around this right-hander, heading for Spoon Curve. And Ocon's up to 7th, so unseen by the cameras, Ocon's into 7th place. He's past Nico Hulkenberg. Actually, it's the... Oh, no! That's not what was needed. I don't know whether there was contact. Massa looks like he's pushed his teammate Perez wide. Rule 1, never hit your teammate. And did he even hit him, actually? No, just looked like Perez... We'll have to have a look at Perez when he rejoins the track. Where is he? Here? No, that's Massa. See what happened then. So we're riding on board with Sergio Perez. What exactly happened? So he's trying to defend from his own teammate. He didn't leave him that much space. And, well, he just ran out of track essentially. So, 50-50 there, you could say. But, yeah. But either way, the Robert Ionescu's not going to be happy with both of his drivers like that. They can't afford the retirement this race. Meanwhile, Bottas, we'll get back to the battle for 4th now. Bottas trying to get back on terms with Sebastian Vettel. Hulkenberg getting back. It seems that in the corners, the AMP seems to be better than what the Scuderia is right now. So, approaching the 2 right-handers. And as Grosjean's in the pits. Why's Grosjean in the pits? Do you have a problem? And he's got a brake problem. So Grosjean had a brake problem. And luckily the guys are able to fix it. Because it's possible on this game. But Grosjean has just came in with a brake problem. And he will obviously dropped to 21st, which is last position. We've already had one retirement, of course, which is actually Grosjean's teammate, Kimi Räikkönen. So, as Verline has definitely pulled away now from Webber, and Vettel looks like he's jolted away from Bottas. Now, Hulkenberg back on turns with Ocon. Can he get him this time? Looks like he's jolted to the left a little bit earlier than what he did on the last lap. But again, looks like the straight line speed of that Scuderia able to keep Ocon in front of Hulkenberg right now. Is Hulkenberg going to go for a lunge? Down the Castle chicane, he's going to have a look. Down the inside, can Hulkenberg take 7th? Side by side they go. And Hulkenberg just letting Ocon know I'm coming through. And Hulkenberg moves up into 7th place. Good pass there from Nico Hulkenberg up into 7th. But can Ocon try and get him back thanks to the straight line speed of that Scuderia? I think these two are going to be battling for quite a while for sure. And wow, this looks to be an intense battle for 7th then, between Hulkenberg and Ocon. 41 laps of this race remaining. 41 laps to go in this race. So this race is going a little bit quick. As Rosberg's out! Rosberg is out of the race, and that pretty much sums up his season, you could say. What has happened to Rosberg? And he has a loose wheel. And clearly must have damaged the suspension. And Rosberg out of the race, 2 retirements. And he's pulled off down at the support pit straight. So, Rosberg out. And he's ended what has been probably a disappointing season for him. And just confirmation there that Rosberg is out of the race. There you go. Once again, more confirmation that Rosberg's out. So we're now down to 20 runners. But that hasn't affected the top 8 as of far. Oh! We've got a crash! Duran has crashed in his last race! Oh, what a shame! What happened? What on earth happened to Duran? And there you go, look. And it looks like he's just gone a little bit too quick and has just speared it into the wall. Duran has crashed out, down to 19 runners, and that is not the way he wants to end his final race here in IFMC. Hopefully he'll come back in the future, but that's one SIC down. Not one way they would like, that SIC would like to finish their final race this weekend. Verline then coming around the 130R, and you'll see him duck into the pits pretty soon. He's ducking to the right, and into the pits comes Pascal Wehrlein. Wehrlein in the pits, the first of the front runners to pit. Let's see how quick the stop is going to be for AMP. It looks like somebody else is in. That looks like Antonio Giovinazzi. He's in the pits. Giovinazzi is in the pits. That looked like a 12-point summit stop. I think that said for Pascal Wehrlein. Giovinazzi now comes into his box. Let's see how quick the stop is going to be. He's having an okay race so far, currently in 6th. I bet he'll want to try and leapfrog Valtteri Bottas when he pits in a few laps' time, because Bottas was on a little bit of heavy fuel compared to Giovinazzi. An 11.6 second stop from the Thomas Cook Mechanics. A good stop from them indeed. Whereas Antonio going to feed out in this after this pit stop, and he is going to rejoin in 12th position in front of Daniel Ricciardo and behind Nick Heifeld. So that's that. Anybody pitting this lap? Yes, Sebastian Vettel will be coming into the pits this lap as well. He'll be hoping that this pit stop he's able to still stay out in front of Bottas when he eventually pits in a few laps time, but he'll hope to probably still end up being ahead of Giovinazzi, as D'Ambrosio is actually coming to the pit. We might as well look at him, considering there's not really much happening on the track. And so he's in his box right now, and he'll probably rejoin in 19th. It all depends where Grosjean is. He's finished his pit stop, and that's that. Vettel, there he is. He'll jolt to the right as well. And there he goes. He ducks to the right of your screen, and Vettel pits from 3rd position. And See how quick the stop is going to be for Scuderia. See how quick the stop is going to be. As the SIC mechanics are ready for a pit stop as well. A 12.3 second stop from Scuderia. A good stop from them indeed. Where's he going to come out? Last time we checked, Giovinazzi rejoined in 12th, and it looks like he's still going to be in front. 10th, Heifeld's in the pits as well. Who's that in front? It's actually Giovinazzi's leapfrogged him, actually. Giovinazzi has leapfrogged Vettel in the pits. So a good outlap then from Giovinazzi has got him out in front of Sebastian Vettel. So what a surprise. Vettel will have to try and get him back out on the track. So does Bottas have the pace to leapfrog Vettel as well? Oh, as Heifeld's finished his pit stop, and he's going to probably rejoin in 15th as Button now comes into the pit. You might as well look at him considering there's not really much happening on the track. I wouldn't be surprised if at this point Verline's probably got past, I think it was Perez he was stuck behind, or Massa, one of the two, by now, because he doesn't want to waste any time whatsoever. And you hope that he still has enough of an outlap to still be out in front of Mark. You don't know if Mark's probably doing some hot laps out there. 9.9 second stop from Jets Button, a good stop from them indeed. As Webber, he'll probably pit next lap actually. He's currently being held up by Romain Grosjean. Alonso, the race leader, will be pitting this lap actually. And will Webber be pitting this lap? Yes, he will be. Webber will be pitting this lap. As Hulkenberg now pits from 4th position. So a lot of pit activity is happening. It looks like Ocon's also in the pits as well, because it looks like the Scuderia mechanics are out in the pits as well. There's Ocon, look. So 10.2 second stop, I think that was, or 10.3 second stop from Hulkenberg. And he's still going to be out in front of Ocon. There he goes, just goes past. Ocon finishes his pit stop. So we are expecting that this race to, I think, be a two-stopper, I think. I think we are expecting a two-stop race. Maybe the odd three-stopper in there. Maybe the odd one-stop. You don't know. As Friends now comes into the pits, but I think we need to keep an eye on Fernando Alonso, who's going to be coming into the pits, as he just puts a lap there on Sam Bird. And the new champion, as confirmation that Friends is in the pits, as he just goes around 130R. And into the pits then comes Fernando Alonso. So how quick the stop is going to be for Etihad. And let's see. As I think that's Webber who's just coming to the pits. I believe it is. Yes, it is. There's the Thomas Cook mechanics. I didn't check how quick. I didn't see how quick Fernando's stop was. It just, as I was looking at who was coming down the pit lane in the background of Alonso's mirror there. Webber now then. See how quick his stop is going to be. Let's see if maybe not leapfrog Verline, but let's see if he can get close. Let's see if he's had a good outlap. It's a 10.9 second stop from Webber, so a quicker stop than what Antonio did. And Verline's well gone. Verline is well gone. Webber has lost a heap of time. Verline's been putting on some stonking laps. Webber just comes out just in front of Giovinazzi. And in fact, Giovinazzi, you know, may have a chance of trying to grab a podium then from Webber, unless he has the pace to do that. I'm not sure. As Vettel's still trying his best to get on terms with Giovinazzi, but clearly the straight line speed of that Thomas Cook. Recently, Audi have overtaken Ferrari in terms of horsepower, and it's clear that the Audi is probably the reason why he's still out in front of Vettel, because of the straight line speed right now. A lot of people were wondering also while we're at it, is Giovinazzi's stats Hamilton's stats? No, they're not. They're his stats. It's probably the reason why he's up here is probably because of the performance of his car, but they are Giovinazzi's stats. I can even prove that to the guy that suggested those stats, who I've got, you know, helping me with them, just to make it a little bit more accurate. So, Giovinazzi coming around around the spoon curve. And where's Vettel? And Vettel's got a brake problem! Vettel has a brake problem. No wonder he's dropped back. Is he able to get into the pits? Let's see. Lucky for him, he is. So Vettel will be able to get that problem repaired. But that has going to lose him a heap of time. And now Vettel will have to mount a comeback. Into the pits then comes Vettel. And it's an 8.4 second stop to repair that problem. So maybe they may have had a little bit more fuel. I don't know. But it looks like Vettel's still going to be on a two-stop strategy. And now he's got to mount a comeback. And he rejoined in 12th position. No, in fact 13th. He's just come out just behind Nick Heidfeld as Verstappen is just coming to the pits. We might as well just keep an eye on him, as considering there's not really much happening on the track. We should be expecting Bottas to pit. Maybe soon, maybe this lap, or maybe in a couple of laps time, or maybe even a few laps down the line. We'll have to wait and see. Well, Planet's Bird just came into the pits there. Bottas at the moment currently leading the race, but I don't think that's going to last because Alonso's now on his backside. In fact, Bottas even giving him a run for his money right now. Careful, you two, your teammates. I know you're not going to be teammates at the end of the season, but you're still teammates for now. As Alonso does get into the lead at last. He's not wasting any time whatsoever. Luckily, Bottas didn't make it too aggressive for him. So, Bottas down to second, but that's not important for him. The important thing is the battle that he's got between what will be Giovinazzi now, because Vettel had his brake problem that he had to repair. So that should put Bottas in either, at best, a minimum of a maximum of 4th position. Or if Giovinazzi's had a stonking outlap, which has been enabled for him to leapfrog Vettel, then maybe behind Giovinazzi. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see on that, as around the right-hander then goes Alonso. And that's that. So Bottas is going to be pitting this lap actually, so we'll actually get our answer. And I wouldn't be surprised at this point. We'll go back to Vettel just to see if he has actually put a pass on Nick Heidfeld, and he has. And in fact, he's even got past Ricciardo at the same time. So Vettel up into 11th, unless Ricciardo was yet to pit, of course. So Vettel just one place away from the top 10 right now. Verline catching up to Bottas, but he shouldn't worry about him because Bottas is pitting this lap. So Verline will not have to work hard to try and get past him on the track. Bottas now ducks to the right, as into the pits then comes Valtteri Bottas. Let's see how quick the stop is going to be then for Bottas. Question is, where's he going to rejoin? That's 4th. And has Giovinazzi got out in front? He has. Giovinazzi's well gone. He's had a stonking out lap. And in fact, has Hulkenberg pitted? He has. Hulkenberg has leapfrogged Bottas as well. And is Ocon. Ocon has also leapfrogged him as well. What on earth has happened to Bottas during his out lap? Sorry, his in laps. I don't know what's happened to Bottas. He's all the way down in 7th. Did he get held up by traffic or something? Whatever the case, he's down in 7th. I bet that's a head scratcher for me. I have no idea how Bottas has dropped back that far. In fact, Ricciardo's now coming into the pit, so it turns out that Vettel must have overtook him down on the track, unless Ricciardo had some sort of issue, which it doesn't appear to be. So I honestly have no idea why that's happened. That's a head scratcher there. Not just for me, but probably Ollie as well. I bet everyone is. Oh, right. So Etihad suggesting it might be because he was on heavy fuel. Could be one of the reasons. Might be others. We need to see what's going on with Vettel right now, whether he's making a comeback or not. The last time we checked, he was down in 11th. Whether he's moved up any more positions, we'll have to wait and see. He's not in the points, I don't think, at the moment. Webber going alongside Verline. Can he get down into the spoon curve? Yes, he can. A fantastic move from Webber. Webber up into second place. And he's Verline down to third. In fact, can Verline try and get him back down the support pit straight? Let's see. Let's see if he's able to get the slipstream on Webber. I don't think he's close enough. So Webber legitimately now finally takes second place off the German. And does Webber now have the pace to try and catch up to Alonso? He's been stuck behind Verline for a very long time. We'll have to wait and see on that, as Giovinazzi's now being put under pressure by Nico Hülkenberg. So while one Thomas Cook overtook an AMP, the other one may get overtaken by an AMP. Let's see. As he had to back out, Hülkenberg trying to take advantage of that. Giovinazzi got caught up in the traffic, and Hülkenberg moves up into fourth position. Great advantage played there, and it looks like Giovinazzi went off on the grass a little bit there. We need to see. Hey, riding on board with Giovinazzi. There goes Hülkenberg. He's done that twice this race, passed out at the Casio chicane. And yeah, it just looks like he got a little bit of understeer coming through that corner, and that pretty much compromised. Well, I think that the entrance into the last bit of that Casio chicane really compromised him, and that's why he's fell back now from Hülkenberg. Bottas, though, still stuck behind Ocon right now. Let's see if he's able to get him now then down the pit straight. Bottas trying his best to tuck him into the French in 16. Ocon defends the inside. Bottas going to the inside. Can he take sixth this time? Down the inside. Surely now this time he seems to got further ahead. Can Ocon still manage to hang in there on the outside? Side by side they go. Going up to the S section. And Ocon somehow still able to stay in front of Bottas. This is probably getting frustrating for the Finn right now. Vettel is up to 9th in the process. He has passed Montoya earlier on in the race. And he's now in the top 10. He also got past Heifeld as well. So, Vettel now, his next target is Felipe Massa for the points. So, Vettel making a good comeback indeed after that brake problem that he had. The second person to get a brake problem, the other one being Roman Grosjean right now. I've had 3 retirements, as mentioned before. They have been Kimi Räikkönen, Nico Rosberg, and Salvador Duran. They have been the 3 retirements. As Bottas trying to hang it around outside, trying to do what Mark Webber did on Pascal Wehrlein on the previous lap. But not quite, not able to do it this time around. And Ocon giving Bottas a really hard time indeed. Now, can he get him down the support pit straight? He's alongside a lot earlier than what he did before. Alongside goes Bottas. Is he able to get him down into the 130R? Side by side they go. And again, Bottas having to back out of it. It's still Ocon able to keep up with the pace of that Etihad. And like I've said, this is probably getting frustrating for Valtteri, being stuck behind the Scuderia right now. And, well, that's that. So, down the pit straight we go then. Can Bottas get him this time around, though? He's looking to the outside. Now drops back to the inside. Can he get him this time? And yes, he can at last. Bottas moves up into 6th position. Finally, he gets past Ocon. And that's that. So, Bottas moves up into 6th position and has left Ocon for dust. As Vettel gets past Massa down into turn 1. And Vettel is now in the points. Vettel moves up into 8th position. So overtakes happening all the time. Let's see. Does Webber have the pace to catch up to Alonso? Let's see. Or does Alonso just have outright better pace compared to him? Let's see. 20.2, so that's that as Montoya's out. So Alonso seems to be quicker than Webber then, and Montoya is out. And that is not the way that Motor Jones Racing wanted to end their last race with Lamborghini engines. And he understeered off down at the hairpin and crashed. So we're now down to 18 runners. Both Motor Jones Racings are out of the race. Not the way they wanted to end the last race with Lamborghini engines. And they've now got to hope that SIC do not end up in the points. Because SIC, because both Motor Jones Racings are out, have a golden opportunity to try and take 4th in the Constructors' Championship. But both of them are current. But Heifeld is currently outside the points. So Motor Jones Racing has got to hope Heifeld stays in the position where he is right now, outside the points, to maintain 4th position in the Constructors' Championship. And as In fact, now we have a battle for 5th. Bottas is on the back of Giovinazzi. Bottas on the back of Giovinazzi. And around we go then. So Bottas has definitely caught up to the back of Giovinazzi. Bottas on fire right now. Now, he's having a look down at that corner, but backs out of it. I don't know why he was even trying to attempt to move down at that corner. Heifel is in, but we haven't got time to look at him right now. And around the hairpin we go then. And around the right-hander. So let's see. Is Bottas able to get him down this support pit straight? Let's see. He's tucking up onto the back of Antonio as Verstappen is in the pits. Bottas going alongside Giovinazzi. Does he even have the straight line speed to match him? And keeping alongside him, but Giovinazzi just hangs it around the outside as they now head down the Casio chicane. That's a lot closer than what he was compared to Esteban Ocon. And about the right hand we go. Hulkenberg now in the pit, but we need to keep an eye on this battle. So now these two are up a position, up to 4th and 5th. Not legitimately, of course. Can Bottas get him this time around? That's one of the GOMs coming out of the pit. Bottas didn't get him this time around. And Bottas in the pits. So we'll come back to them in just a little bit. Ocon still ahead of Vettel right now. And then we just see Hulkenberg has just finished his pit stop. And where is Vettel on the track right now? Here's Vettel. And he's in front of Hulkenberg for now, but Vettel's still yet to pit. So, Hulkenberg won't have to worry about Vettel in this race. Now, back to the battle for 4th. Both Bottas and Giovinazzi have got past. I think that was Max Verstappen they just lapped as they now go around the right-hander. Bottas did not go for the move down at that corner like he did on the last lap. So now he's just waiting now for an opportunity. Maybe he wants to try and do what Webber did on Verline a few laps ago. And as to go around the right-hander. Can Bottas get 4th? He's looking to the right-hand side. Ricciardo's in the pits. Left-hand side, I should say, but wasn't able to get alongside him like Webber could on Verline as they now go around the second part of the Spoon curve. As now, curve, I should say. I think it's Spoon curve, it's pronounced. Anyway, down the support pit straight. Bottas tucking up into Giovinazzi's stream. He's looking to the left-hand side of the track. Let's see, side by side go Antonio and Valtteri. And again, Giovinazzi hangs it around the outside. Alright, can Bottas try and get him down the pit straight? Let's see. Through the Casio chicane. And let's see then. So Bottas trying his best to tuck up onto Giovinazzi, but again not close enough on down the pit straight. Getting a little bit frustrating. The Scuderia mechanics are ready for someone. Ocon, that is in the pits. So Ocon is in the pits. See how quick his stop is going to be. Should expect Hulkenberg to get past him pretty soon, and then we'll cut back onto that battle, because that battle does look very interesting indeed. 11.2 seconds stop, and he should rejoin normally. It looks like Button got past Bird down at the Casio chicane there for 16th position. Where are those two? There we are. So they're now coming up to another set of traffic, which is Robin Frins right in front. Frins' last race as well. He's just going to be a test drive for Monster next season. And also Jerome D'Ambrosier's last race as well. Anywho, looks like Verstappen's keeping up with these two right now, because these two are battling for 4th position right now. Bottas looking to the left-hand side. Can he get 4th this time? Down inside, and Bottas takes what will be 5th place after these two pit. And Bottas moves up and passes Antonio Giovinazzi. A good pass there indeed, taking advantage of the traffic that was in front. And Bottas moves up to what will be 5th position. Massa's out. Massa is out for his final race at El Dorado. Not what he wanted. A transmission problem has taken care of him. We're down to 17 runners. And Massa is out of the Japanese Grand Prix. And that's that. So, Giovinazzi just got what's the word I'm looking for? Just lapped Frins there. As now Verstappen trying his best trying to get past Frins actually. So Giovinazzi and Bottas actually helped Verstappen in a way, you could say. But as Vettel's in 7th, but we should be expecting him to pit pretty soon. He's actually got past Vettel on track actually, Hulkenberg has. So not wasting any time whatsoever. But Vettel should be pitting around about the same time when Bottas pits. And as Ricciardo finishes his pit stop and rejoins in 14th. And Perez at the moment still on that one stop at the moment. Not been able to make up as much time. He's still outside the points in 9th. He'll be a very interesting man to look out for at the end of this race. He's only doing the one stop, so maybe he could get some points out of it today. Verstappen looking to the inside of Frins, but Frins shuts the door on him there. They're up into 12th and 13th now, respectively, as Bottas has just jolted away from Giovinazzi. His next target, if he's able to have the pace, is Pascal Wehrlein. And we should actually be expecting Webber now to pit this lap. Webber now ducking to the right hand side, and Webber pits. So Alonso will be pitting this lap as well, the lap after what Webber's doing right now. Webber in the pits. Let's see how quick the stop is going to be then for Mark Webber. And it's a 10.6 second stop from Webber. Where is he going to rejoin? Let's see. He rejoins in 4th, just behind Valtteri Bottas, but in front of teammate Antonio Giovinazzi. So maybe Webber could play a decoy to try and hold up Valtteri as best he can, so Antonio can get back on the pile of Bottas, as Bottas is trying his best to just sprint away now from Giovinazzi. In fact, Webber's not wasting any time whatsoever behind the back of the fin right now as they go around the left-hander. And Webber, around those two corners we go. And I think Alonso's pitting. Yes, he is. Alonso pits from the lead. So Alonso in. See how quick his stop is going to be. He will still hold on to the lead, but has he been able to increase, or has Webber been able to decrease the gap? 10.4 second stop for Etihad. He's obviously going to rejoin in the lead. So, as Webber been able to get past Bottas, not quite, but now he's got the run on him down the support pit straight. Trying to get alongside Bottas. Down the inside we go through the 130R, and Webber's the first person to pass down at the 130R. Good pass from him indeed. I should stop saying indeed, as Webber moves up into 3rd position, as meanwhile his teammate Antonio Giovinazzi, I don't know if you just saw in the background there, comes into the pits from 5th position. As Perez is out! So Eldorado have both of their men out of the race, and that means that Scuderia have officially finished 6th in the Constructors, and the highest place Ferrari engine in the Constructors. So Scuderia has finished ahead of Eldorado this season. And what was the problem again? I didn't read that properly. It's a suspension failure for Sergio Perez. And that's that. So Perez out of the race, and both Eldorados out on the sidelines. They'll hope for a better season next season, just like Scuderia as well. And who does that bump up then? Because I don't think he was in the points, was he? That bumps who up to 9th? Nick Heifeld up into 9th. So that's probably a worry for Morin Jones Racing. They just hope that nobody else in the top 8 retires as well, because, well, they don't want that, do they? I think Giovinazzi he's just finished his pit stop actually. In fact, Ocon, where's Ocon? Could Ocon leapfrog him? Ocon might leapfrog him, and he has done. So Ocon's in front of Giovinazzi legitimately. So I don't believe that Giovinazzi was on heavy fuel or something, but If he has been, then that might explain why. But the other reason could be because he's been battling with Bottas for so long, and may have been in a bit of traffic as well. That's why Ocon is now legitimately in front of him. So Giovinazzi's got to try and pass him on the track again. You won't have to worry about Vettel though, because Vettel needs to pit again, and I think he should rejoin in 8th position. I don't think Heifeld has the pace to be in front, so that could be a breath of fresh air for Morin Jones Racing. They've just got to hope that Heifeld doesn't get into 8th, I think. Well, they might be okay if he gets up to 8th. In fact, it just all depends on what they're doing in the Drivers' Championship as well in terms of position. Verline is in the pits. Webber should get back 2nd place. And but that's that. So he's going to rejoin in 3rd. I think he's still going to rejoin in 3rd. I don't think Bottas has the pace to catch up with him just yet. In fact, Bottas is still yet to pit actually now that I think about it. So you shouldn't have to worry. Bottas goes through anyway. But he'll be pitting this lap actually. So Verline will still be on the podium as he just rejoins in front of a lapped Max Verstappen there. And still a bit of a distance in front of teammate Nico Hülkenberg. Now, because Bottas is pitting, is Vettel going to be pitting? Yes, he is. So Vettel's going to be pitting this lap. He'll be jolting into the pits. Giovinazzi catching up to Ocon, though, for 7th place. Like I said, we just saw Friends going the pits there. And around the S section of the course, and Giovinazzi is already on the back of Ocon. And the pair of them are actually getting up to Vettel, actually. So both Ocon and Giovinazzi are getting up to Sebastian Vettel right now. Whether they're able to pass him before Vettel jolts into the pits, that's another question. But right now, as Ocon's already on the back of Vettel, so we've got 3 cars as Alonso sets another fastest lap. 3 cars jolting it out for now 6th position, but it will be 2 cars for 6th. As Ocon getting held up by his own teammate, can Giovinazzi pull alongside him? Not quite. He wasn't able to do what Webber did, what his teammate did on Verline down at the Spoon Curb, so he's going to probably have to wait until the support pit straight. As Vettel, as he comes down the hill, don't tell me it's going to be through best. Giovinazzi alongside Ocon. Can he take what will be a legit 6th place once Vettel pits? Bottas is in right now, and not quite. Ocon still out in front, and Ocon trying to get alongside Vettel, but not quite. Vettel jolts into the pits. Is Giovinazzi going to try and get the position of Ocon down there at the Cassia chicane? Not quite. Bottas is in the pits, by the way. And where is he? Bottas has just finished his pit stop, and both Ocon and Giovinazzi are coming down the pit straight. This is going to be interesting. Where is Bottas going to feed into this? And he joined right behind them. So yet again, Bottas gets leapfrogged by Giovinazzi. So once again, Bottas is going to have a headache trying to get past Giovinazzi and Ocon yet again. It just seems that in the pits, Bottas is not able to do the leapfrogging. Well, still be out in front, I should say, not the leapfrogging. Vettel finishes his pit stop. He should rejoin in 8th. I don't believe Heifeld's coming down the pit straight anytime soon. Might be wrong. No, he's not. So Vettel still rejoins in the points. So Vettel is in a legit 8th position. The question is, though, can he catch up to these 3 who are now fighting for 5th position? Ocon, Giovinazzi and Bottas. If they fight long enough, I bet Vettel can get into this fight and make it a 4-way scrap for 5th position. And that way we could have a very interesting race down here as we go around the left-hander then. So Alonso, I do think, is about to start lap 39 of the race. So we will have 13 laps of this race remaining. Giovinazzi trying to get alongside Ocon down at the Spoon Curve. Not quite. Ocon defended the position, and now Giovinazzi's in the clutches of Bottas as they go around the second part of the Spoon Curve. And now Giovinazzi back on the prowl of Ocon as they go down the support pit straight. Giovinazzi looking to the left. Bottas just waiting. He's just waiting for an opportunity to come his way. And down the inside goes Giovinazzi, and Giovinazzi takes 5th of Ocon. Now could Bottas take 6th of Ocon? Bottas, can he look to the inside of the Cassia chicane? He's going to look down the inside, and Bottas takes 6th of Ocon. So Ocon has lost 2 positions in the space of 2 corners there. And Ocon is down to 7th position. So in fact, Vettel's next target is his own teammate Esteban Ocon. Now can Bottas get back on the prow of Antonio Giovinazzi? We've got the yellow flags. It's Max Verstappen. And He's pulled off down at turn 1 and Max Verstappen has transmission problems. Not the way he wanted to end his last race with GRM. He's moving to Monster Grand Prix next season, and that's not the way he wanted to end that. So, that is a sad way to end his last race for GRM. And the yellow flags are out down there, so no overtaking can be done down there. And they should disappear pretty soon, I would think. There's the green flag man. You should see him disappear pretty soon. I think they've probably disappeared round about now. And so we're now down to 15 runners in this race. As Webber still in second place, as Alonso is about, as yellow flags is still out, as there's someone else who's pulled off. Which is why a lot of people have had to slow down. Who has pulled off there? Someone has pulled off down the pit straight. I don't know if you saw. It's Jenson Button. Button has pulled off with a transmission problem. So now we're down to 14 runners. So Button now out of the race, which is a shame considering he finally got to the end at Spielberg. Not the way he wanted to end his final race with GB Racing. And GB Racing's just got to hope that they get one of their cars to finish in their final race in IFMC. Button moving to the brand new Walmsley Grand Prix team alongside Mark Webber. As Alonso is now on a lap 40 of 51. So we now have 12 laps of this race remaining. And Alonso looking good right now. This race has gone really quickly indeed. As Bottas now on the back of Giovinazzi for 5th position. Can Bottas get him back yet again? Down the support pit straight they go. They've left Ocon for dust right now. Ocon's just dropped back from these two. Bottas looking to the inside. Can he get him down into 130R? No. Giovinazzi hanging it around the outside. Not able to pull off what Webber and Giovinazzi could down there at the 130R. As they now head down the Casio chicane. And this has been... this has been quite an interesting fight. These two have been battling throughout... Well, for a majority of the race, well, for half of the race, I should say, not the majority. And they've given us an interesting battle. It's made the race quite interesting indeed. And pretty much a perfect way to send off the season, really. As we're now around the S section we go. Around the left-hander. As Bottas tucking up, he's looking to that corner again, but then again, Giovinazzi just hangs it, just defends him into the corner. Bottas going to have to do the work again, which he's able to because it's clear that he's better on the brakes compared to Giovinazzi. Giovinazzi is this is only, what, you could say his 3rd time in the car because he's been in it twice this weekend and once at the Young Drivers Test. So that could explain a lot why Bottas is probably better on the brakes and into the corners compared to him right now. So around the second part of Spoon, as they now go down the support pit straight. Maybe Bottas, slowly catching up to Giovinazzi. Maybe he could try and get him down the pit straight. Let's see. Is now approaching the 130R. He's better on the brakes down the Casio chicane. We've seen how good he is on the brakes. Into the Casio then. Through the right, then the left. Let's see. No, he's not close enough this time around. He's probably going to have to wait. It's now burnt out. So, GB Racing have both of their cars out of their final race. And it's another transmission problem for them. So the same problem as Jenson Button. Bird out. And that is a very dull send-off for GB Racing here in IFMC. Not the way they wanted to end their final race in IFMC. Around the right-hander. And no, Bottas has got a problem. Bottas has a problem. No. Bottas. No, not the way he wanted to end his final race with Etihad. Oh no. Bottas. Out of the race. That's going to put Heifeld in the points, which might make Morin Jones Racing panicked. Morin Jones Racing might out panic because Heifeld is now in the points. And I don't know what the points gap is between Morin Jones Racing and SIC. I'll have to have a look. But is worrying signs for Jones Racing, because now Heifeld is now solidifying that final point. We're now down to 12 runners, and what a shame for Bottas. Not the way he wanted to end his final race at Etihad. See what the gap is like then. The gap between them is 2 seconds, so Hulkenberg's managed to get the gap up to 2 seconds. Alonso puts the lap on Grosjean, but that's it then. So around the final few corners on the track, and the defending champion ends the season how he wanted it. Fernando Alonso wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Congratulations to him and the Etihad team. What a way to end the season for Etihad. Vettel crosses the line 7th. As Frins will cross the line 10th. Webber, in his final race for Thomas Cook, is going to finish in 2nd place. I'd say a good race from the Aussie there indeed. And I think pretty much a good send-off for him at Thomas Cook. Around the Castillo chicane then. And Webber about to cross the line in 2nd place. A fantastic final race for him at Thomas Cook. And Verline is going to pick up his, I think, 5th podium or 4th podium this season. A great way for the season to end for AMP. They pick up a podium. They've achieved their target. Heifeld crosses the line in 8th. Whether they've taken 4th off Jones Racing is another question. We will have to see. So, D'Ambrosio in 11th. Hulkenberg is going to cross the line 4th. Just holding off Antonio Giovinazzi for 5th. He will cross the line in 5th. So, around the final few corners comes Hulkenberg. And he's going to cross the line in 4th position. A good way to end the season for him indeed. Giovinazzi, a good race from him. Finishes in 5th. Good race for him indeed. A lot of confidence going into the GP3 season for him. And at last, Scuderia get what they wanted. A good end to the season, because finally both of their drivers make it to the end of the race. They get both of their cars to the finish. Ocon crosses the line in 6th position. Doing great job from him indeed. Ricciardo's going to cross the line. Another finish for him indeed there. Good end to the season for Ricciardo indeed there. Probably a good end to the season for Gio indeed. But there you go. Alonso wins. And what an end. What a season to end. A great end to the season for the Season 1 champion. So, there you go then. The final race of Season 1. And after all of that, here are the final results then. Fernando Alonso won the race with Mark Webber in 2nd place. Pascal Wehrlein finished 3rd with Nico Hulkenberg 4th. Antonio Giovinazzi finished in 5th with Esteban Ocon in 6th position. Sebastian Vettel finished 7th with Nick Heifeld in 8th position. Daniel Ricciardo finished 9th with Robin Frins in 10th. Jerome D'Ambrosio finished 11th with Romain Grosjean in 12th. Valtteri, and the retirements of that race then, so 12 runners at the end of that. So the retirements were Valtteri Bottas, Sam Bird, and let me scroll down. A majority of these were transmission problems, by the way. Max Verstappen, Jenson Button, Sergio Perez, Felipe Massa, Juan Pablo Montoya, Salvador Duran, Nico Rosberg, and Kimi Raikkonen. All of them did not finish the final race of the season.
Crawling around, searching for higher ground. Can't see in front of me, my enemies. I've tried every possibility, ability to know if I can bleed. If that's what you wanted, you won't get it tonight. 'Cause I can fly, I can fly, I can fly, yeah. I can fly. I'm crawling around, searching for higher ground. Can't see in front of me, my enemies. I've tried every possibility, ability to know if I can bleed.